Let's see. Is something happening? Let me check my buttons. I think we're good. I think we're good. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Happy... No, it's not Happy New Year's yet. No, Happy Early New Year's. Happy Christmas. I'm a little bit confused. I definitely feel like the days are going in a blur. I've eaten too much sugar, so I'm still in a sugar coma. Anyway, hello everyone. I am very excited for today's little stream. I hope, just need to see that all... My sound is on, my music is on. I think everyone is on. If you see something weird black sticking out from the screen, that's my microphone, just to have it close enough. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to this little... what, at least in my case, is the very first journaling stream that I've ever done. Now, important here to note that if you don't want to be journaling, maybe you want to be painting or you want to be creating with color and not writing, you are wholeheartedly welcome to do that as well. It's more like a first for me to do like journaling during a stream, because the intention for today is that I have 2 to 3 prompts that we'll visit, that will kind of have in the back of our minds while we do this, that encourages us, to write for the new year, to write for ourselves. And I'm just curious to see how that goes, to like have a collective feeling of journaling, to do journaling with others. So that's what we're going to be doing. And I got my journal, obviously. I got a pen. And I will do my very best. I will try my very best to not talk too much, because I don't know about you, but when I'm journaling, I'm very much like, I don't want to be disturbed. So I think that's going to be like the interesting part of, oh, how is it going to be to like try and journal for myself, but I'm talking. So it's like, I hope it doesn't take me or you out of the flow. So I'll try to not talk too much once we begin. And you can always mute. So if my talking or my music disturbs you in any way, but you still kind of want to be here and be a part of this little journaling arty session, then just mute the video and put on your own music. And then you can just see me waving my hands around, but you don't need to listen to what I'm saying. So yeah, I'll just keep in mind for myself too that I usually, especially with like the arty streams that we have, I tend to get carried away with talking. So let's avoid that today, shall we? Yeah, okay. So what I usually also, if you see me looking to the sides here, I have a screen with the comments. If they show up, I have comments over there. So that's why I'm like, I literally have 3 different screens with my own face pointing at me right now. I have one that's this way, because that's like the screen on my camera. Then I have my tablet right here, which is where I got the comments. And then I have another screen like across from me over there, because that's where like my streaming details are set up, where I can like see my noise and my sound and everything. So it's a little bit like seeing myself from all angles. Nice. Anyway, so before we get started, I usually like to start with some deep belly breathing, because today, the important thing for today is that we feel connected to ourselves. So I'd also like to invite you to see if your inner child is in there somewhere. Just kind of picture that the prompts we are basing our writing on today is also for our inner child. So we're kind of co-creating, we are co-writing with our inner child. And the inner child for me, I like to just say little Frederike. So I kind of picture the 5-6-year-old self. She's going to join me today when I'm writing, because I want her to feel safe and I want her to feel loved. And I kind of want her to be the center and the focus of the new year that is coming. I want to honor her, I want to respect her, and I want her to feel safe in the year that is approaching. So we're going to do some deep belly breathing. And whilst we do that, just like see if you can feel him or her. Feel the little version of yourself, your little child inside of you. Is it there somewhere? And can we encourage him or her to show up, to come out? So deep belly breathing basically is put your head on your heart. No, put your right hand on your heart and put your left hand on your belly. And I'm going to be breathing in for 4 seconds, and then I'm going to be holding it for 2, and then I'm going to be breathing out for 6. So the most important point here, I think, is that you breathe out longer than you breathe in. So we're going to do this for 3 to 4 times. Do it as many times as you like, that you need to feel comfortable, to feel that you're kind of settling in where you're at. So let's do this. Feel free to like exaggerate the breathing out. Like just really just get that if you have a little bit of stress inside of you, if you have a little bit of overwhelm after Christmas, after all the days that have been with festivities or with family, or maybe you felt extra lonely or sad, try to get that out when you breathe out. So like just let that energy flow, because right now we're just in a safe space. We're just here together. We're going to write a little bit. We're going to paint a little bit perhaps. Everything is okay. So try to breathe out all the energy that is weighing you down. So let's do this 2 more times. One more. Maybe you can invite in some peaceful affirmations that everything is okay, that you are loved, that you are fine, that you're just here hanging out with some lovely people. We're just going to do a peaceful activity. No thinking about things that need to be done or to-dos or whatever. This is the holiday of peace and of quiet. At least that, I hope that's what it is for you. And that's the intention we are bringing in today. Okay, so just sit with that feeling for a little bit. I need to tell myself that as well. Today is all about intention, and you will probably see me close my eyes quite a lot. Simply because I feel like when I close my eyes, I turn inward. And when I now look out of my eyes, I see screens. And this journaling session is as much for me as it is for you. So yeah, just sit here with deep. You don't have to do the deep belly breathing anymore, but still just bring a little bit of focus on just breathing a little bit slower, just a little bit more relaxed. We're just going to be here for an hour or so. So in this little hour during Christmas time, you are allowed to just really take it slow and to really just be here and not think of anything else. So, the intention and the idea behind this little journaling session or this little art session that we're doing together is that we're going to reflect on the year that has been in a kind and authentic and self-respecting way. So we're going to think about the year that has been and the things that we've been through, the things that we've done, the things we've achieved, maybe haven't achieved, the goals we did or did not reach. And we're going to do that through the lens of self-care and self-love. And then we're also going to do the same for the intentions and the goals and the dreams we might be setting for the new year. So the first prompt, I'm not sure if prompt is the right word, but like the first theme I'd like to encourage you to write about is just mentally close your eyes, if that helps. Just feel comfortable, maybe stretch your arms and your shoulders and just breathe a little deeper again. I like saying that, but it helps me a lot. That's why I'm saying it so much. But yeah, just settle in and just kind of view the past year as a movie. Like see it from the beginning, January 2025. How did it begin? And how did life unfold throughout this year? What was January like? What kind of hopes, what kind of dreams, what kind of intentions did you set for yourself then? What did you want 2025 to be for you when it started out? And then slowly just travel through the year, through February, through March, through April. You go through the summer, you visit autumn and winter, and do this at your own pace. Just visit every little important or little chapter that had an impact on you, and just feel it. If you can allow yourself without getting, if maybe there are bad memories too, maybe there are bad things that happen that are very emotionally heavy, that kind of weigh you down. Try to visit it if you can, but not get too emotionally caught up in it if you don't want to. Like if you feel like you're in a safe space right now where you can visit difficult emotions and you feel like you have a support system around you that allows for you to visit difficult emotions, then you do that. But if it's too much right now, if you feel a bit too vulnerable, feel free to just skip it and like just have it as a back note of, oh yeah, this happened then and that was not fun, but we're going to move forward. We're not going to get stuck in the bad stuff that happened last year. So just go through this year, all the ups and downs, all the things you did or did not do, and how does it feel? How are we feeling about it? Do you feel excited for the good things that happened? Did you manage to feel joy? Did you manage to notice the moment at all? Or is it more like afterwards you look back at it and you're like, oh, this was actually a good day, or oh, this was actually a beautiful thing that happened? And when it comes to the more difficult stuff, how did you feel? How did you treat yourself during the difficult times? If you've had some really hard days or had some really hard episodes or situations, try to, instead of getting caught up in the heaviness of it, try to see how you treated yourself. How did you treat your little inner child in that situation? Do you think you showed yourself enough love when it happened? Could you have been kinder to yourself? Or do you feel like you did a pretty good job, like you were on your own side, you were a supportive teammate, you were a good friend to yourself? I think you're kind of getting like the point here of how we're gonna like look back on it. And the important thing for this, we're gonna write in a moment, I promise. Maybe you have already started writing, but the important thing is here that you visit like the things that kind of light up in your mind from the past year and see how you treated yourself. How did you treat your inner child, yourself, in the good situations and in the bad? For me, it kind of looks like I've had so many good, beautiful moments this year, and I can acknowledge that they were so beautiful and so good. And I'm so beyond blessed and grateful for everything that happened this year. For me, it's like it's my best year yet, I think. But I also noticed that like afterwards I can see that I didn't allow myself to feel it fully. Like in the moment I was way more cautious and like kind of walking on eggshells because the good felt so unfamiliar for me. Like experiencing these beautiful things felt so unfamiliar and scary that I just was kind of not able to tap into the goodness of the moment, if that makes sense. And so I will take this for me into the new year and try to, when good moments happen, actually try to be present and allow myself to feel the goodness of it. Anyway, that was like kind of an example. And also something, I've also definitely had my rough moments, and I come back to for myself that I can always be kinder. I can always be kinder to myself. I always beat myself up for the hard moments, that I can't be better, that I can't do better. Why do I always have to react this way? Why am I always so emotional? Why am I so vulnerable? These kind of things. And I'm starting to see now that these are superpowers that I have. Like, it's a superpower for me to feel so much. It's my superpower to be able to be vulnerable. And so I will kind of shift my perspective in a loving way towards the hard moments that I've had this year. Anyway, shall we start writing? We shall start writing. I will try to not talk so much. We'll take about, what is the time now? It's 6:45 for me. So let's try to sit here for like 10 minutes or so. Let's try to sit in silence. I can also make the music a little bit louder. I will not be speaking. I will have my microphone on, but I will not be speaking. And so reflect on the past, or the good things or the bad things, and see yourself with a bird's eye view of how did I treat these moments in my life? How could I have been kinder to myself? How could I have shown more love? How could I have handled a situation better or different if I had been kinder to myself in the moments? And also an important point out all the good things that you did. Maybe you were very supportive of yourself. Maybe you were very kind in certain situations. So write that down too. I will now stop talking and I will turn up the music a little bit. And just feel the collective energy of journaling together, of having this beautiful little end of the year writing session. slowly, or I have slowly filled up the page. And feel free to spend more time on writing about this. We'll sit a little bit longer. Yeah, I hope you've been able to meet yourself this year with a little bit of kindness, and that you can reflect on the months that have been in a way that feels comforting. If there's anything I have learned for myself this year, is the importance of playing on our own team. Becoming teammates, becoming friends is maybe a bit difficult to visualize, but really, yeah, just feeling like I'm being on my own side, that every action that I do, every decision that I make, every goal that I set comes from a place of self-love and self-respect. If love feels hard, then maybe just keep in mind self-respect. I saw an interesting Instagram post the other week. I talked about this in the latest video as well. And it just simply described that if you were to swap your body with the person whom you love the most, and you knew you were going to return this body to this person after a year, how would you treat this body as long as it was in your possession? How would you feed it? How would you talk to it? How would you move it? What would you do with it? Also with the mind, how would you treat the mind? What would you do to help it grow mentally, heal mentally? And this is kind of just to give you the perspective of, you would give the world and do the world for the person you love the most, or for the people you love the most. So you should give it to yourself as well. I know one thing for certain, and that is the only reason why I managed to do the things that I did this year. Which, if you don't know, I built a little art and healing business and made a little art and healing kit with different items, and I did a lot of painting, a lot of creative stuff that I never ever had thought that I could ever be capable of. And the only reason why I think I managed that is because I started playing on my own team. I started doing things from the perspective of my mental wellness, or my mental health and my well-being comes first. And just taking care of myself is like my foundation for everything that I do. I think it's also important from my perspective that if I want to have these live streams where we can talk about these things, if I want to create items that bring genuine joy and healing into people's lives, it's of utmost importance that I live this way myself, if that makes sense. I need to live these words before I can even share them with anyone. If not, that just makes me inauthentic, and it makes me like another one of these, I don't even know, but yeah. I'm not really sure where I was going with that. but I hope you managed to, think of your year with love and with kindness. And I invited you to think about your past year this way, because now we're gonna start looking at the new, shiny, fancy new year, which is always exciting and always overwhelming. I don't know about you, but New Year's is like this. To me, it's always been this massive mountain. When we get close, like in December, I just see the new year as a massive mountain. And I've always believed that at the top, the view is beautiful, but how on earth do I get to the top? And how do I figure out how to climb this thing? I'm approaching it differently this year. I am not setting any huge goals. I am not setting any... I'm not going to rebrand myself. I'm not going to try to fix myself. I'm not going to change myself. I love what I managed this year is that I've gotten a very clear picture of what works for me and how I want to live, how I want to feel, and what I need to do in order to feel that way. And so 2026 for me is going to be all about being as authentic towards myself as I possibly can. Trying to be authentic online is one thing. Like, you try to, that's like the big thing these days, that you try to be yourself and all these kind of stuff when you make videos on YouTube and Instagram, blah blah blah, that people appreciate authenticity. But have you ever thought about, like, how authentic are you towards yourself? And with that, I mean, how often do you stop to think of what is it you actually need? Not what you want, not what you think you should want, not what you think you should change or do or not do, but what do you authentically desire in your life? If you just cut out all the noise, if you cut out all the lives that we see online, if you just here right now, you just close your eyes and you think, like, what's important to me? What's important in my life? And how can I encourage that to bloom in the new year? So, to give you an example again, I have realized that I love making my videos. I love having this community online, talking to you guys, having all these beautiful people that I get to share my life with. I've also made the big discovery of I am not very much comfortable with documenting my private life. Which, oh, shocker. No, but it's more like I already have been extremely careful with how much of my real private life I show online. Like, the things that you usually see is like my art or my little business journey or the things that I do. But I miss my real authentic self misses to feel like I'm present where I'm at, that I feel present in my own life, that I do the little things, the little mundane, boring things. I miss that. I miss desiring that. I miss wanting those things to be the highlight of my day. I'm not sure if this makes sense. I'm trying to put my own thoughts into words, but... And I definitely noticed that after starting making YouTube videos the last couple of years, it's always a contemplation of, oh, should I be filming this? Should I not be filming this? Even though I don't film 85% of my life, I don't. But there's always a question of, like, okay, should I be documenting this? Should I blah, 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 right? Or it's always related to, I should be spending my time more wisely. I should be planning more. I should be doing this. I should be setting my goals. I should be productive. And I don't want to live that way. I've come to the realization finally that I don't want to live that way. Yes, I have a very clear picture of, like, the achievements that I'd like to do in the upcoming years, not just next year, but like I have a very clear vision of where I'm going with certain things, like the Emovara universe. But I now also have a very strong vision and image and desire to be present in my own life. And to find the joy in the little things. To have them be the highlights in the weeks and the months and the years that I get to live. Because ultimately that sums up your entire life, right? The big achievements, the big goals, the big things that are going on. We always strive towards it. We always try to claim the big stuff. But life, at the end of the day, is a combination of all the tiny stuff. How much did you enjoy this morning's coffee? How much can you look forward to a walk with your dog and your mom in the morning? Or how much can you feel good with being bored and just sitting there and just, like, stare at the window like, oh, I'm here. This is nice. Anyway, I told you, I always get, like, start rambling. Anyway, so I hope you've managed to write a little bit. Again, if you don't want to listen to me talk, you just want to, like, feel the company of the people that are here, just mute me, and I will not be in the way of your journaling session. But before you do that, let's talk about the next little prompt, which is, again, setting the intentions for 2026. And if you're a little bit like me, if we have a little bit in common, I hope I can encourage and invite you to approach your goal setting, your plans, the things that you like to do for the new year from a place of, I am already good enough exactly as I am. I don't need to change myself. I don't need to fix anything. I don't need to challenge myself. I don't need to, start this extreme diet or go on this 60-day art challenge or go run every day, or like, you get the point. Like, meet yourself where you're at right now and know that that is good enough. And so from that perspective, just holding the hand of your inner child, knowing that you're enough exactly as you are, and you want 2026 to be your most loving year yet, your most authentic year yet. How does that translate onto the goals you're setting? Not from a perspective of, oh, I need to, how do you call it? I need to do better than last year. I need to have bigger, better goals than last year. No, how can you approach 2026 from a loving standpoint towards yourself, with the intention of that you're good enough exactly as you are, with the goal of, hey, I just want to feel more peace and more calm in the year to come. Yes, life throws a whole lot of crap at us. Life is a freaking roller coaster, and we cannot control certain things. But we are in control of how we treat ourselves in every moment. We are in control of how we react to certain things. Or not certain things, everything. We can be in control of how we react to certain things. And I think we can react and respond to the hardships of life so much healthier and so much more survivable if we are on our own side. If we do that from a place of love towards ourselves. So, you get the point? You get the point? We are going to think about 2026 from a loving standpoint, with your inner child in focus, with that you're good enough in focus. You don't need to fix anything. There's nothing to fix. You're just perfect without the word perfect. You are perfectly imperfect exactly as you are. And one thing that I definitely learned from this year is that you achieve your goals. Like, if you were to set certain, how do you call it, outside big goals for yourself, they are so much more achievable and so much more doable and so much more fun to do when you do it from a place of self-love, when you do it from a place of planning and approaching things based on where you're actually at and what you know you're actually capable of. It's so easy to overplan. It's so easy to get smitten by all the people saying that they're going to make this their best year yet. But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be the best year yet, but it can be the kindest and the most loving. And you can do these things if you manage to just be kind to yourself and show yourself a bit more love. So, okay, we're going to think of that. And I will shut up again. It's like rant over. I will be quiet. I will make the music a little bit louder. And I will meet you again in 10 to 15 minutes. So think of 2026. How can you make it your most loving, most authentic year yet? Being your own team player, being the kindest to yourself that you've ever been, and with the mindset of, hey, I am already good enough. So there's nothing to change or to fix. I'm just going to meet myself where I'm at. That's the next prompt. So, how did that feel? Have you ever planned or thought about a new year from a loving perspective towards yourself? I'm curious, have you done that before? And if you haven't, how did it feel to do that? How did it feel to think about the new year with a perspective that you're already good enough as you are? I kind of like it. You're not asking me, but I'm going to say it anyway. I really like to just be at peace with who I am right now. Like, it's not being at peace and being okay with who you are right now isn't about not wanting to improve certain things or wanting to get better at certain things or wanting to grow or wanting to heal. It's rather about just finding acceptance where you're at so that there's no like friction, that you're not constantly fighting yourself. Because if we're constantly aiming of trying to be better, we hold that subconscious thought of I am not good enough as I am, and it just creates this unpleasantness and this self-sabotaging, unkind dynamic and relationship within yourself. And like I said before, it's really nice. It's just really nice to play on your own team. That's when the magic happens, I think, especially for us creatives. Us creative people who maybe are also a little bit of introverts, maybe we're a little bit highly sensitive, maybe we have our mental health struggles and these kind of things. To do things from a loving perspective towards ourselves, that's where the magic happens. That's when we kind of set ourselves free to pursue things in a joyful way and in a meaningful way. That's at least my, like, I'm always a little bit uncertain. I'm like, can anyone relate to this? but I hope so. I think so. Like, I've talked to so many of you already, and I think we can kind of agree on those things. So yeah, I hope that thinking about 2026 with a bit more loving intention felt good. And of course, this is just a little journaling session, and I hope that you can also take these little prompts with you to contemplate and to think about them as we move towards the new year, because it's only to the 28th of December. We have enough time to think about all the things until then. The last thing I'd like for us to do is we're gonna write down 3 things that we are the most proud of. I want you now, before you write it down, again, we're just gonna sit, we're gonna roll our shoulders back, gonna breathe a little deeper, maybe close your eyes, and just really take your time here to think and to feel when you look back on this year, when you look back on your entire life, when you look on where you are right now. I invite you to find 3 things that you're proud of. It might be hard. Maybe it's not hard, but it might be hard. And if it's hard, know that it doesn't have to be anything big. And it can be something as simple as, hey, I've survived this long. I've made it here. I'm still here. It can be something like that. It can also be just this comforting feeling of noticing that you've become kinder towards yourself. Tongue tie. Noticing that you've become more kinder towards yourself. These are things that are so easily overlooked, things that we don't really stop to think about that we should be proud of. But do you know how darn hard it is to find a bit of self-compassion when you've lived a long life not being self-compassionate? If you're a little bit like me, and you over the years have gotten more self-compassion and more self-love, holy crap, you should be proud of yourself, because that's hard. I speak from experience, that's really hard. So I hope you can find some pride in that. Maybe it can be something like, oh, I'm smiling more often. Or when I look in the mirror, I can smile to myself now. Or maybe it can be, when I look in the mirror, I don't dislike myself as much. Or that you just don't stop to think about it as often when you look in the mirror. Just take your moment here. Don't write it down yet. Just live in the feeling of being proud. 3 things. Yes, not 1, not 2. I want you to think of 3. And you can do it. I know you can do it. It's there. Keep it simple, but it's there. You are a beautiful human being, no matter what you may be thinking yourself. There is always something to be proud of. So for me, what am I proud of? Okay, funny one. I am proud of seeing the smiley wrinkles that I am getting on the sides of my eyes. I know that sounds weird, but it makes me happy when I see that. Because I know that I have these little, you probably can't see them from here, I don't think so, but these come from genuine happy smiles. The fact that I'm able to, when I smile and when I laugh, it's genuine. And I'm proud of that. I am not afraid to let my joy show. I'm not afraid to laugh out loud, even though my family cringes when I do so, because when I laugh loudly, trust me when I say that I laugh very loudly, but you know, that's just fun. That's just fun. You know, I love that about myself. I know I have that from my grandma and from my mom. Not that I mean to talk, you know, behind their backs right now, but they talk and they can talk and they can laugh very loudly. And I have definitely gotten that as well. I love that. I love that. So I love my little wrinkles on the side of my face. I'm proud of that. I'm proud that I have those. What else am I proud of? I am proud of that I'm feeling more hopeful. I am proud of just noticing that I've become a more hopeful person. That I still get very thrown off and overwhelmed when the suffering of the world kind of triggers me. But instead of before, when I would kind of drown in that, I now just have this decision of no, I don't want to see life that way. I want to see life in a hopeful way. I want to see the beautiful things in life, and I want to trust that good things and good people and a good life still exists. I'm proud of that. One more thing. Yeah, I'm proud of having my own back. If anything, if I've learned anything this year, it's becoming my own teammate, having my own back, learning to trust myself. I'm proud of that. So I'm gonna write that down. It's time to write it down. So think of the things you're proud of. 3 things. They are there, you can find them and write them down. There we go. I have my 3 things. Do you have yours? Maybe you can't think of them right now, which is totally fine. It's okay to not having It's okay to not having found the things you're proud of just yet. But if you can't think of them right away, then please just don't forget about it. Have it as a tiny, teeny little challenge for yourself that you keep having this encouragement in the back of your mind that you find something that you're proud of, and then write it down. Yeah, I've closed my journal. I've had my little journaling session. I am so grateful and so happy that you guys joined me today. Thank you so much. It's been, yeah, it's weird. Like, I kind of feel, I feel you. I feel that you were here. And we were just in silence today. Well, you were in silence. I probably talked your head off for the majority of this time. But regardless, I did feel your presence and I'm so grateful for that. This was fun. I really enjoyed it. So remember a couple of reminders before I go, before we say goodbye for this year. I have now my Imovara channel where I am posting meditative art practices. I am posting also kind of abstract art practices for emotional intelligence. So if you're feeling anxious or want to practice joy or want to feel grief, or not want to feel grief, but like tap into your grief and kind of try to process that, I now have the channel where I post these things. And this is also the channel where I will be more regularly active. Like, I will still be active on here on A Traveler of Worlds as well, with my vlogs and the behind the scenes and all these things, but Imovara is kind of my main focus of the year to come. I really want Imovara to get the opportunity to bloom and to spread as much emotional intelligence through creativity as possible. So yeah, check that out if you haven't already, and if you'd like to, of course. I will also be switching the live streams over there during the course of January. So just, if you all of a sudden, like, if you've been here regularly for the live streams and all of a sudden you don't see any live streams anymore, just check out Imovara, then they probably are there. I think I will do another one on here as well, but the plan is that they will be moved to Imovara. And we have a very lovely Discord community with kind creatives who, yeah, they're just kind. They're just really kind. And if you are in need of a bit of kindness and a bit of comfort, a place where you know you are welcome and where you're hugged, Discord is the place to be. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope, regardless of your emotional state right now, I hope that there can be a little sprinkle of hope. I hope that there can be a sprinkle of hope for the new year. Maybe there's like a whole, I don't know, a truckload of hope for you coming, or you have it already. But if not, I send you all my love, and I send you all my hope, and I send you all the encouragement and, yeah, the encouragement and inspiration to show yourself the kindness you deserve, to show yourself the love that you deserve in 2026, because you do. And again, magical things happen when you start playing on your own team, and when you start showing yourself these things and start telling yourself that you're good enough where you're at. So yeah, thank you for journaling with me today. I'm excited for the new year. I'm excited to continue this journey with you. So yeah, I'm now gonna go find my off button. Thank you for today. I love you all so much. I will see you in 2026. Let's do a little outro dance. Bye everyone.